Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of the Football Plus F1 show. As today I'm gonna talk about tonight's Champions League games while I'm recording this, and we're gonna preview the Formula One Singapore Grand Prix. But let's start obviously with the Champions League. Start with tonight's games, and tonight's Champions League games was a crazy great night of a Champions League football, as always. Champions League never fails to deliver. Karabakh beat Copenhagen 2-0. Jens St. against Newcastle. Newcastle beat St. 4-0. Goals from Voltamede, two penalties from Gordon, and the fourth goal from Harvey Barnes. Yeah, it was very, very good win for Newcastle, especially the way they did it, winning 4-0 away. It's not like because when you see those teams like Newcastle and the teams who don't play Champions League football a lot, and they go to away to these places, you're like, okay, they're gonna win, but could they maybe a banana skin? But they did their job fantastically well, so you have to give a lot of credit to Newcastle for that. And yeah, Anthony Gordon, especially for the fourth goal, I mean, he put a tackle in at the back before launching a counter-attack for Newcastle, which resulted in the fourth goal. I like him. I like him a lot. Last season he didn't have an amazing season for Newcastle, but this season he's done, especially in this game, fantastic, very good. Working really hard, not only scoring two goals. He's a player. As a player, I like him. He's a very good player. I have to say, Union St. had some chances as well, but Newcastle were more clinical. So very good win for Newcastle, and a very important win, that's for sure. Monaco against Manchester City, it ended a 2-2 draw, and how that game ended as a 2-2 as a draw in this game was a robbery from Monaco, because I mean, City, especially in the first half, they were looking quite well. First goal, great finish, great team goal from City, great finish from Erling Haaland. And then 3 minutes later, Teze scores a fantastic goal to make it 1-1. Before half time, Haaland gives Man City the lead again, a good header. I mean, Haaland scoring, I think, 52 Champions League goals in 50 games. I mean, he's a Norwegian machine. I mean, what can we say anymore about him? The guy is born to score goals, isn't he? Yeah, two very good goals by then. Two quite different. The second one we had to work for it a little bit more because of with the header, with the timing, and with the power of the header, the precision of the header as well. And the first one, where it was also not easy because City had to not only score that good goal, had to make a couple, link up that well. So yeah, Haaland again delivering once again for City. And then the second half, I would say both teams had chances. Monaco had a chance when they hit the bar. City had some chances where the goalkeeper made some good saves. But I think City, for the general of the game, I think they had a lot of possession chances, more chances. And then Monaco win a penalty from Nico Gonzalez kicking, I think, Eric Dyer. And listen, if it was an attacker, then I don't think you should get punished, because this kind of things happen. It's a bit like the Güler one on the Madrid derby, where you could say it's a penalty, but is it really harsh? However, this one, I think this was a penalty. In my opinion, this was a penalty. It came from a defender, or the defensive midfielder, I should say, Nico Gonzalez, and then. Yeah, it was not like it happened accidentally. It was not. You cannot put your foot like that in his face. So, I think it was a penalty in my opinion. It's harsh, but is the rules. And Eric Dyer scores for penalty spot and equalizer for Monaco, and Man City dropped 2 points. Pep Guardiola after the game said that he has nothing to say to the Spanish referees. I wasn't even aware that the referee for this game was even a Spanish referee, but I mean, but despite the penalty, whether you think it's right or wrong, I mean, he had a poor game, that referee. But that's all the Spanish referees are, if I'm being very honest. So Yeah, but yeah, City and Guardiola would be, and Haaland, especially after the game, would feel a bit. I think they have to feel a bit disappointed they didn't win this game, because they were leading twice and they had more chances, more possession. So for them to not win this game, it's not. Yeah, it's not what they would have wanted. That's for sure. Borussia Dortmund beat Club Athletic Bilbao 4-1. Very good win for Borussia Dortmund. Napoli beat Sporting Lisbon 2-1. Two goals from Højlund, two assists from Kevin De Bruyne, and yeah, but especially the first goal, great pass from what's his name, Kevin De Bruyne, and a great finish from Højlund. I mean, not so simple. I mean, as the commentator said, Manchester City of old to Manchester United of old. Um, but yeah, good win for Napoli, especially important win, especially that they lost their first game against Manchester City in the Champions League, and obviously losing AC Milan on Sunday, so that it was important for Napoli to bounce back and to win, and they did that. And Luis Suarez he scored in his 62 minute. The penalty. Luis Suarez. I don't know which Luis Suarez is he talking about. This must be another Luis Suarez, not the Luis Suarez that we all know, where he's a fantastic striker. So and he bites people as well. So Villarreal against Juventus ended a 2-2 draw. Federico Gatti scored an amazing overhead kick, and not only that, he's a defender as well. I mean, to score that kind of goal when you're a defender, I mean, amazing. You have to, yeah, honestly, you have to take it hat off to him. So fantastic goal, and yeah, it was a great game. Juventus were a couple of minutes away from winning, but equalizer from Renato Vega gives Villarreal a draw. Arsenal win 2-0 against Olympiacos. Goals from Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. Another 3 points for Arsenal in the Champions League. 2 games to win, not bad for them. Bayer Leverkusen draw 1-1 with PSV. Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain beat Barcelona 2-1. And this game shows why Paris Saint-Germain are the best team in the world right now. Missing players like Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Ramos, Vitinha. I think João Neves also. Not Vitinha. Sorry, he played in this game. Bloody hell! But João Neves, who had the problem in the warm-up. Marquinhos, as I said, and they still won the game. They still beat Barcelona away from home, especially they were losing. And you look at the first 20-25 minutes, Barcelona started quite well with a goal from Ferran Torres and the good team goal. Amazing pass from Yamal to Rashford, amazing pass from Rashford, amazing finish from Torres, one touch, very good from Barcelona. The PSG responded really well. 7 minutes before half time, good finish from Miano, a bit of a mistake in the defensive side from Barcelona. And you have to say, like the likes of Nuno Mendes, I mean, in the first 20-25 minutes he was getting exposed by Yamal was doing well against him. But after that, I think Nuno Mendes coped well with Yamal, and he defended well against Yamal, and he kept control under him. So fantastic. It was a great performance from Nuno Mendes. I would say he should have been sent off, by the way, for the second yellow. I think he should have been sent off. I mean, but obviously the referee was Michael Oliver, so it's not surprised to see those referees being a bit coward to give red cards, because the Premier League have referees who are cowards. Let's be honest. But anyway, should have been red card, but they didn't give it. He didn't give it. Okay, fine. And that, you could say that changed the game, but also if you look at the second goal that Barcelona scored, I mean, like, what is this? I mean, yeah. Listen, I know Barcelona had a lot of success last season, domestically especially, but if they want to win this Champions League, they're gonna have to be defensively better. The 2 games against Inter Milan last season should have given them a lesson. They think like, okay, we need to improve defensively. And yes, your highlight might be successful, as it was like a couple of times, especially against Real Madrid last season, I remember, away from home. But when teams figure out, you get exposed. That's as simple as that. And for Hansi Flick, with this this kamikaze approach, this attack. Let's go forward. Doesn't matter if we die. It doesn't always work, especially against a team like Paris Saint-Germain. Like, you might not win the game, but at least leave this game with a point. At least. And listen, both teams are still going to qualify for the knockout stages. But I think Hansi Flick and Barcelona team needs to learn. They need to learn that they need to improve defensively. If they're going to win this Champions League, not only they're going to have to play really well and be better than everybody, they're going to have to improve defensively. In the 2 games against Inter Milan cost them the mistakes, conceding goals, losing balls, possession. I mean, so this is what they said. They need to improve Barcelona on that. They need to improve on that. At PSG, like Nuno Mendes had a very good game. Yes, he didn't have the best start, but after that he looked very, very good. Kept control. Like I said, Yamal, very, very good performance for him. Hakimi, I mean, I said before, like he should have been in a big, one of the big contenders to win the Ballon d'Or. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. But again, the timing to make that pass to Ramos when listen, we could criticize Barcelona's defense, and rightly so, because if you look at their high line for that goal, for the second goal, I mean, Balde was going on one side and Cabarsi was on the other side. And it creates this, when you have these players who are like, oh, do I go here, do I go there, like this creates this organization, a bit of disorganization, and this creates a bit of chaos, and that's what led to. I mean, you look at how Barcelona can see that second goal. I mean, what is this? They look absolute shambles defensively. I mean, this kamikaze approach, this Harlem Globetrotter style. Oh, let's just go, woo, yay. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't always work. So Barcelona have to improve that defensively if they want to win the Champions League. And Paris Saint-Germain, they've put in a stamp in to everybody, saying that, listen, we might not win these competitions this year, might not win back to back, but if you're gonna win this Champions League this season, you're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to dethrone us. And they're the favourites to win this Champions League right now. They're the favourites to win it again. Listen, it's going to be difficult because not many teams in Champions League in history have won back-to-back Champions League except Real Madrid. But at the same time, PSG have shown a statement win. Luis Enrique, I mean, that was a tactical masterclass for him. Despite having these missing players, he outcoached Hansi Flick. Outcoached him. Hakimi, fantastic, for the second goal, and we have bring players like Ramos, Lee Kanjin, who can make a difference, and Ramos made a difference there. Great finish for that second goal. So, like I said, Vitinha, Ruiz had again the key to this team for Paris Saint-Germain. Nuno Mendes had a very good game, as I said. For Barcelona, Pedri, once again, I mean, he was amazing. Cabarsi, I mean, defensively, he looked very, very sloppy. Yamal had a good game. Rashford had an okay game. Good assist for that goal that Barcelona scored. So, but PSG showed once again why they are the boss. Why they of this Champions League? Why right now? Why they will? Why they are the favourites right now? Why they are the champions of the Champions League? So yeah, fantastic from PSG and for Luis Enrique. And I'm really impressed how Luis Enrique coped with this game, especially with missing players, and losing 1-0 down away at camp to Barcelona. How are you going to cope with it? And I have to say, this PSG side showed a lot of character, and Luis Enrique coped with it really well. So huge kudos has to go to PSG and to Luis Enrique and to the players as well, because the players really they didn't panic. That's for sure. Whereas defensively, Barcelona they panicked with that high line. So, yeah, but yeah, very, very good for PSG. Really impressed, and that game, it's a game that could be a final. That could have been the final of last year. So, yeah, but a very good game to watch, and yeah, well, congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain. Now let's move on to Formula One.